Welcome to the fourth dimension. My name is Maria. I am your Sherpa for this guide. If you're new to the fourth dimension, welcome. I do a weekly zodiac reading for each zodiac sign, as well as a midweek pulse, and then what to expect this weekend. I am reading for Sagittarius. I'm looking at March 31st through April 6th, Sag. I'm pulling 10 cards from the Oracle deck, and then followed up by, let's see, is this what I want? Yes, this is what I want. By the Tarot deck. What's going on for Sag? March 31st through April 6th. Hopefully you had a great weekend. All right. Hang in there. 5 more. I get like new beginnings, or we'll see. Bottom of the deck, I have a tower. And then I also have the breaking point in the reverse. That's a couple times this has come out, Sag, for a few zodiac signs. The tower. And right behind the tower, I have the devil. So this could be the death rebirth card, and then right behind that, I have a wheel of fortune. So I kinda, you closed out a chapter recently. You did. Bottom of this deck of your tarot, I have the Queen of Swords. Woo! The Mafia Queen. Making t-shirts, everybody, I'm just saying. We have, somebody's missing their divine feminine, y'all. They miss your feminine energy. They miss that sensual communication and intimacy. They have been thinking about you a lot. And you are on their mind. You are on their heart. I have a, 6 of Swords. This is that I want to take it, I want to take this person to a better place. I want to recover the relationship. I want to restore something better than it was. Better than it was. Right below that, I have the 8 of Wands. So initially, somebody's going to come in and want to have a conversation with you about restoration. I'm going to clarify with this other deck. Is that what I want to do? Is that what I want to do? Yeah, and forgive me, my son's going in and out with the dogs, so you might hear the door opening, door shutting. Tell me about this 8 of Wands for Sag. I have 6 of Wands in the upright. Somebody wants to be victorious in their pursuit of you and their restoration of this relationship. And I have the 9 of Wands in reverse. So they want to get past the stress. And again, the 9 of Wands is the very last, like I can't do one more round. And this is in the reverse. So they want to go back and not fight. On the bottom of the deck, I have the 3 of Cups, and behind that, I also have the 6 of Swords. So validate, it's the same cards. So what they're wanting to do, it's the same as this one, just a different depiction. It's the same energy though. So somebody is very, very moved, Sagittarius. They want to, this is almost like an epiphany. This is almost like go to a better place, have a reconnection, a rebirth on a different footing. And they're not, again, like not willing to hear no. Okay, so I believe this person is also withdrawn. They're single. So I'm speaking to, I feel somebody who, this breakup may have been a while ago, I'm not sure, but it's single, lonely, and solitary, but they're longing for you. They like have an aching for you. They not only want to restore this relationship, it's like I can't, the vibe I get is I can't take you off their mind. It is like they think of you probably 20, 30 times a day, driving to work, while they're at work, if they're going to work, or just in the car, listening to music, when they're alone, before they go to bed. I feel like they dream about you. They just can't get you off their mind. Now I do have a Devil and an Ace of Wands. So they have passionate thoughts. That was the vibe I was getting when I was like, they fall asleep thinking of you. Divine Feminine. They can't get you off your mind. And I love this card. I mean, I think the irony in this card is this depiction down here is this is your person stuck and entrapped. That's what they feel like. And it's not just the relationship that they miss everything. But I think they tend to want to explore some passionate moments in their minds. That's that Ace of Wands. They want to have a brand new beginning. They want to have a conversation with you about the mistakes they made. And again, I feel like they might say something of, it's just a misunderstanding. Or you might say this, it was just a misunderstanding. Take it as it resonates. This person, Sag, like there is no communication between you two. None. You have frozen no words and stonewall, and I get that this person is super stoic, and you don't know either that you are or they are. Somebody is, but take it, like I said, take it as it resonates. But this person is sitting in silence, overwhelmed, like seriously overwhelmed. And it's a loop. It's a mental loop. This thinking pattern of theirs. They just want, how can I get Sag back? What can I say? What can I do? They are constantly thinking of how to come back. How can I come back in? You know, how can I come back in and make this correct, make this right? They know you have a lot of options. And this is not just options, but this is also their process, their thinking process. What could I do? What could I do? I could call him, I could text him, I could send him some flowers. I could do something very creative. I could make him dinner and bring it over one night. I could come with a question. I heard I need to have a problem that they could solve. Like, so they want to bring something in your field of interest or something that, maybe you're a nurse, maybe you're into holistic medicine, and they want to bring an issue even though you're not talking. This person is trying to come up with a way to break the ice without having to eat crow right out the door. And that's what they're sitting on. They're like, should I hire a band to play? And I swear, this is somebody is thinking, this is how creative they are. Should I hire a band to go out front of their home to play for them? And then they start looking up high school bands. Swear. I mean, I know this is, okay. I have a Page of Swords. Somebody wants to have an honest conversation with you about all their indiscretions, all their issues, all their problems, all the barriers, what they're doing about it. Like something you said, Sag, this is for just maybe a handful of you, or maybe even just one. You had a very straightforward conversation with this person about their problems and behaviors and unacceptable stuff, and it resonated. Like they pocketed that information, and it was about their character. It was about their character. It wasn't just the behavior, it was the distortion of their character, that they can't walk around and assume that they like have it all together or look better to the family and the community, something like that. It was an image comment, and you like pulled the sheets over. You're like, let's look at this, like, or the rug or whatever. And there's a, it's almost like you weren't going to hide the problem, because that was the problem. It was the behavior for sure, but it was the distortion of image that bothered you just as much as the behavior, if that makes sense. I don't know who I'm reading for, but hopefully this makes sense. Somebody got some clarity about that conversation, or just any conversation that you had, and they want to have, if you only knew this energy coming off these cards. So this person is sitting there kind of coming up, maybe even writing a list, and maybe they're really left brain and very, organized or strategic, and they just are writing down the things, not that they want to forget, but they want to prioritize it in the conversation so they don't forget anything. I swear, I don't know who you all are talking about, but it's like truth, intentions, and honesty. They want to tell you how much they love you. First of all, Sag, they they are in the middle of change, and they're going to ask you for their patience. The biggest piece I get from this is they're in the middle of a change, like a healing phase. I feel like several of these people that I'm reading for, not your energy, maybe it's your energy, but I think it's more your previous partner, overindulged either in marijuana and alcohol, something like that, or just a really crappy lifestyle, and they're super trying to implement better patterns of behavior. That might include meditation and prayer, reading, listening to different music. Somebody's really seeking a spiritual background. They're trying to not only, like, what I get with that is they never really had an interest in spirituality, and now they have a heightened interest, but they're also looking at family ties. It's something to do with their roots. And so what they're trying to do is elevate so they can be a better partner and identify. It's almost like releasing old thoughts and patterns that don't work anymore. So somebody's actually applying and manifesting the person they want to be in 5-10 years and trying to force it today. I think that might be part of the Tower. Is when you see this person, they might not even resemble the person that you broke up or left. This person has done some clearing, past garbage, resentments, expectations. They're kind of just like a broad brush sweep, like just I get a sweep of the resentments and the fears and the insecurities and the pecking. There's some kind of pecking order in a family context. Take it as it resonates. Again, not everybody is going to exactly resonate with this every single thing in the reading. Maybe you do. That's awesome. But Sag, you took some time to recover from this. This was a big hit to you. This was not somebody, I don't even think that you intended to actually be with this person long term. I'm saying, keeping it real. And you're trying to use your intuition, but you would see this as a justice moment. And both of these are major arcanas. Okay, so you see this as, this makes you super happy, this person's change. And you're trying, I believe you're going in and you're trusting your intuition. You might even prayed for this person on occasion, but I also feel like you have recovered already. You've already recovered from this. This is a while ago. Whew. All right, so some of the things that I have, and I'm gonna clarify for this, is I have family and ecstasy. So this person, I feel historically, this is your problem, I think. Not problem, but barrier to restoration or even reconciliation is either you have created a family, you might be married, you might be pregnant, or they're asking you, they want to have a family with you, they're having a conversation with you, and there's some good stuff. There's some good stuff. So the ecstasy card is, it's almost thrilling. You know, it's like all your wishes, that the only thing you wanted was a real relationship with this person, but there were so many barriers to that happening. There's no way that this could have happened. So I think you released it. Even when you were with this person, I think you lowered your expectation as to not being able to get a commitment from that person. It was just not realistic, I feel. So now it's here and you have to like make a decision, and it makes you very, very happy. It's excitement and good times, and it says chasing thrills. Now, there's going to be a handful of you where and I'm just telling you, because there's like, I'm reading for quite a few Sag, and I feel like several of you are going to remain unmoved, unwavered. You appreciate that they came back, or I feel like, I really do feel like this is either video or it's somehow face-to-face. It's a face-to-face. You see the person, I feel. I don't think it's a letter. I don't think it's a text. I don't even think it's a phone call. It might be for a group, but the majority of the people I'm reading for, this is somebody that you actually see. I have the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. I get two different versions of what this can look like. This is both endings. So the reason why the Death card, I think, was the second clarifier under the Tower. Let's go back to that. These two. Let's talk about that. And then this wheel. I'm so grateful. Nothing happens in my readings by mistake. It all comes to fruition. I just think that's pretty cool. So we have these two endings here, right? We have the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. It's dropping every single solitary resentment, unfulfilled belief, because there's justice. For you, this is justice. Regardless, if you get back together with the person, for a handful of you, this, like I said, will stay in place. Nothing they can say. You might have moved on, like I said, gotten married, gotten pregnant, whatever. You moved on with your life. Or you're in the middle of another relationship you're pursuing, and you're really happy. There's just too many dark things happening in this previously, and it took you a long time to forgive and move forward, and you did. You released this a while ago. You're not impacted or empowered by resentment or anger or get back or none of that. You're like, thank you for sharing. I'm glad you're doing well. It was really nice talking to you kind of moments, like that's a handful of you. And then there's a larger group of you that you take this person back. You take this person back, which is the Rebirth card. So the Rebirth card is the death of the old. And so people freak out when they see the death card. And I'm like, stop it, don't do that. Because everybody has a death, multiple, many, hundreds of deaths in our cycle timeline. You're shedding your old skin, you're changing, you're elevating, you're becoming a different person. And thank you, thank you to everybody, God and Jesus and the crew and everybody on your Sherpa tribe or whatever you believe in. At the end of the day, it took a village. It took a village, and sometimes a very chaotic one at that. The circus. It took the circus to get you to that ending. And you did, though. You elevated and you identified who you are, what you like. This person, their behaviors didn't fit or align with who you are and where you're going. And so you left that person with love and light, but you left that person with the damage, with the unmet expectations, with the broken heart, with the crying and the months of getting over it and praying for this person and yourself. And then you consistently elevated, and here we are. And I think for the group the other half or more, it's more like 85% are going to take this person back. They've been single. You've been single. You've been maybe even on dating, you've tried to put your big toe out there into the ocean, and you just didn't want to, take another risk. This hurt. This took a while. And so I think you went on dates. I think you've been out with your friends. I think you tried to enjoy your life the best you can, but you think about this person a lot. And you wish them, but you remember them in the old version and not this new improved version. And so I believe that the group that I'm reading for will make a decision to join that relationship. And this is the wheel. So she is standing on the top of the wheel. And this person wants to join you on this wheel. So they have their own wheel, but you two, I feel, are going to combine. I have the Eight of Pentacles under that Death card. That is working hard. Now, you might be working, I get the vibe, several of you might be working online or on a project together, and you're going to invest forward, and this person wants to invest in your beliefs and your dreams. Like they feel like it took them a while to bring their canoe back, as I say. You just kept going forward, and it took them a while to come back, and now they're aligned with you. And then I have the Seven of Pentacles. And now behind that, I also have the Emperor. This makes me super happy. Sag, and you have a lot of good nostalgic feelings about this person. So that Emperor, let's go back to the Emperor. This is not a knight. You were dating a knight. So for this person to go from a knight to a king is pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. I feel like there was even a timeline that skipped. I feel like they skipped a couple of them actually with some of the Tower. It was like very much an eye-opener of what am I doing? Like if I go back to that Tower, they are angry because they sat in a period of self-pity. They sat in a period of justification, even to get back, like it was negative. It was just really, really dark. And this person is now looking at that part of their abandonment, we'll say, as abandonment. And it's not even about you abandoning them. They abandoned themselves when you walked out the door. They chose their current situation, their lifestyle. And you were like, see ya. Not in a negative way. You just didn't want to be a part of that. I'm defining the Ace of Wands and the Devil. I want to see what they were struggling with. And I'm not sure if you're quite out of the woods, Sag, with this person and their behaviors, but time will tell, and each person's different. I have the Sun. I have the Eight of Cups. I have the Two of Pentacles, and I have the Page of Cups. And I have the World. There you go. That's the ending I was talking about. So you were sick and tired of the Devil. Whatever the devil represented, the addiction, the sexual issues, all the stuff, the demands, the controlling behavior, the self-centered garbage that you struggled with. This person made you extremely happy until that became paramount, that you had to deal with it. So, Eight of Cups, again, defining the Devil. You walked away from this behavior. You made a decision. You're like, out of here. Now, the Ace of Wands with the Devil is this person's coming back, and it makes you the happiest card in the deck right there, with a conversation about a new beginning. I want to hear more, please. That's pretty exciting, y'all. About this this Page of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Tell me more about this Page of Swords. This honest conversation about options or alternatives with silence and mistakes. Again, the Page's conversation, I don't know who they're talking to. Maybe you, and maybe somebody else, maybe a priest or closed mouth friend. It might be a parent. I'm not going to take all of those because there's like 25. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle a couple more times, Sag, just to make sure I'm authentic here and that you know the cards are genuinely being brought out for this. I have the Page of Swords and the Seven of Cups, please. One more shuffle. Okay, middle. Defined by the Hierophant, the Hangman, of course, the Knight of Wands, the Five of Cups. And the bottom of the deck is the Lovers. So the Lovers is, this person recognizes this relationship as what they want. They see it as a divinely guided and inspired, orchestrated relationship. Right behind that, I have the Chariot, moving forward. And if you've ever heard me talk about the Chariot doesn't go left, it doesn't go right. It's like on fire forward. You can't go backwards. You know, if you turn sharp, it's gonna roll. Everybody will die. It's not a good thing. So this person is coming in on his chariot as fast, or hers, whatever, on the Emperor, coming in forward and hot to have a conversation. They had an epiphany. That's the vibe I get off this. So before, they're sitting in a Five of Cups mentality of grief and loss over the three, not seeing they could just turn around. And they recognize that they were not the most giving in this relationship. In fact, I think they took advantage of your kindness. Thought you were weak, thought you were naive, thought you were open to the effery, or maybe you didn't see it, right? And you're like, yeah, I see it. I gotta go. All right, so then I have this wonderful three cards. So they sat in a, let me start here because it's just easier. They sat in a hangman state. They sat in pain. Pain is a great motivator for change. I don't care what they say. So they sat in pain and they missed you. The grass wasn't greener. The flip of the coin wasn't shinier. It was worthless. They felt abandoned. I feel spiritually bankrupt and possibly emotionally less. I have the Knight of Wands, which is a passionate Russian, and they want to have conversations about this. And then I have the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is a brand new beginning with the with you, and it's traditional. So it's back to tradition, which is what I think the Seven of Cups was, is they were non-traditional with this Three of Cups. So this can be celebration, this can also be a third party, and I feel like you may have found some stuff out that made you uncomfortable. Even if it was, I get like several of you maybe found some stuff online, maybe they had an online dating app, maybe they had a third party. Several Sages had a relationship with, I feel like a fire sign. Well, I guess it could be air. I have Wands, I got Earth here. lot of water. A lot of water, though. It's okay. I guess it could be any sign, but I got some water. And then the last three came out again, the Chariot, the Page of Cups, and the Sun, and the High Priestess. So again, you using your intuition. And the Three of Pentacles. You might know this person from work. You might have talked about starting an online business. I don't know why it's online. I don't know what that's about. Tell me about the healing and the clarity and the Justice card. Tell me about the healing and the clarity and the Justice card. One more time. Healing, clarity, Justice card. You got the Page of Wands and the Queen of Cups. I'm gonna come in. See, this is the concern I have, okay? This is the Justice, not in a bad way. I have the, is this the 8? It's a 7. It's a 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is releasing, is that a 7 or an 8? I thought it was the 8. Yeah, 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is releasing all that anxiety off the toilet paper roll right there and getting, letting the swords fall. And so that's anxiety. It's all in their head. And I think that's, oh, yep, to come in and have a conversation with you, right? Brand new beginning. And that's the clarity. The other pieces, and this is them coming in, is the Page of Wands and the Queen of Cups right there. And they want to come in and have a very passionate conversation about a new beginning and a commitment with this lovely lady, which is you. Now, the problem is, several of you, they're not looking at each other. So again, take it as it resonates. The person that I'm reading for maybe knows you're in a relationship, maybe knows you moved on, maybe knows that you're, like, I get pregnant. I'm serious, like, you moved on. You might not even live in the same state, in the same house, same location, and they still want to come in and make amends just in case something down the road should break up. You know how they feel. And they feel like they feel, if they were to give you the kudos, your flowers, right? If they were to give you finally the praise of you were the best, you were absolutely the right one, you may consider them, and I think it's just even a friend too, like a strong friendship, you won't forget about them or think about them differently moving forward in a different light. They're trying to undo the thoughts you might have of them. That's a big deal for them, how you perceive them. They want you to be proud of them. They want you to know the words you said that changed, like created this tower moment for them, this epiphany, was life-changing. They want you to know that. Tell me about this family as well as ecstasy. Tell me about this family. These just fell out and I don't trust it. I want it because I did it. Let me see. Tell me more about this family and this ecstasy and the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands, please. Tell me about this. Okay, here we go, Sag. Clarifying 10. I'm clarifying the Ten of Swords and Ten of Wands, and what comes out. I said what I said, Maria. Stop it. It's a Ten of Wands. So somebody's full of stress, and it's a Queen of Swords. That's you. Mafia queen. Love her. So you're going to have some honest conversations with this person. I have, again, the Page of Wands is passionate new discussion. You're going to be honest with this person. You are going to set some boundaries. That is for sure. I don't think you're going to be harsh, but you're not going to be smiling and hugging this person and wrapping your arms around their head. You are feeling like you've had a lot of anxiety. You may have released this and prayed for it, but this person coming back actually creates that level of anxiety. Yep, this is how you felt. You felt like you were rejected. That's how you felt. And that's what you're going to be honest about. You saw this person choose their addiction, lifestyle, behavior patterns as all these things, all these toxic cups right here. They chose this over you, and they are sitting in butthurt. Yeah, 6-year-old sitting in Walmart having a temper tantrum. That's how you saw it. You're going to share that with them, how it made you feel, I think. And then I got the Death card. Again, several of you are going to say goodbye. And thank you, but no thank you, right? But there's a lot of you, I feel, that'll also have a rebirth, and you want to start this again. And forgive the noise in the background. I'm not going to stop the recording just because of that. And the rebirth is entering a new cycle with this person. Yeah, you sat in the hangman already. You've healed from this, I feel, regardless if they come back and say thank you or not. And the last is that discussion about pentacles. Now I'm just getting repetitive cards. So Spirit's saying I said what I said. I said what I said, Maria. I'm like, okay, sorry. All right, lastly, Sag, if this resonates, thank you very much for letting me know. I love it. Love, love, love. I read every single one of my comments because I want to know if this was on target or not. If I was on target, if my messages were. And if it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Lots of other readers out there you can choose from. I would love to have a comment. Even more, would love to have you subscribe and share. Oh my goodness, please and thank you. It takes you a second. It doesn't cost you anything, and that way you're notified when my content's put up. Your number, 5. I have to put my glasses on. I'm of that age. It says, flexibility is your forte. When life throws you a curveball, you can easily adapt to new circumstances and find excitement in the unexpected change. Be brave and be bold in your endeavors. I am adaptable. That is amazing. So I feel like you had to be adaptable. Plus, with this conversation, I think it's going to call on you to be flexible and adaptable. Well, that's your reading so far. That's what you have to look forward to. That's your forecast for the week. If something, I want to hear if this resonated, please, and how it turned out, because I am your nosy reader and I want to make sure. Until Wednesday, when I do your midweek pulse, love and light to each and every one of you. Take care.